I was expecting a water delivery on Tuesday. I'm doing some experiment. I want to change the water I'm drinking to see how it shows up, is reflected in my blood test results. I just want to see if anything changes. And so I'm expecting this water delivery on Tuesday. And I got the email in the morning. Yes, we're coming. We're on our way. And Tuesday came and went, and there was no water delivery. And I thought, you missed a delivery. I called the company. I was on hold for probably 35 minutes just to hear, oh, well, your delivery was switched to Friday, which was yesterday. And they should have sent you an email. And so I was a little frustrated, but I thought, nope, I was more frustrated about waiting for them to pick up the phone. I mean, I'm sitting online. I didn't handle it well. Let me put it that way. Yes, I had the initial frustration, but I continued down that path and was so irritable about waiting online, the phone call and this and that. So I did not manage my thoughts like I know to do. It just felt so good to be pissed off, as it does sometimes. So yesterday I get another email and the water delivery's coming. And I thought, great, they're coming today. And by the end of the day, it's evening, and I realized I never got the water delivery. And I call the number again. I was just so frustrated. I call the number again. And this time it just hangs up on me because the office is closed. And so the point I wanted to bring up here is, if I had handled my Tuesday response better, it is very likely Friday's experience would have been very different. It is very likely that I would have received a delivery on Friday. And so when I mention to you, and I've mentioned this before, is your thoughts will create an immediate outcome. So we're talking Tuesday to Friday, a few days later, but you can have a change of thought. Like when you're facing a difficult situation, you'll have an upset immediate response. But if you then change the thought, refuse to think about that, think about something else, refuse to think about anything, just stop your thoughts. You have lots of choices here. Distract yourself. The outcome in the next 15, 20 minutes can be so much better than it would have been. You change your future this way. You change what happens next. Use my failure as an example for you to be a success, because we can all do this. You can have an enormous challenge you're facing. I mean, it can be overwhelming. And the way you manage your mind will make a difference in the outcome. This is when we remind ourselves to handle our fears and worries. We set them aside and make an appointment to revisit them in a few days. We distract ourselves from the thoughts that want to run through our mind about, well, he did this and she did that, and what if this? We want to stop those. All they do is hold you in place or make life harder. And I don't mean because you're suffering with what you're thinking about, which it does do that. It's because you're bringing more of that, continuing those experiences or equivalent to those experiences, something else you don't like in your life. You keep pulling in the stuff you don't want. We forget how powerful we are. This is the way we have the potential to live. If we didn't have all that programming early on, we would automatically be doing this. We wouldn't have lost the use of the imagination that we had as a child. There are people, whether you agree with them or not, that still use their imagination this way. Elon Musk. You may love him or hate him, but the realization of what he produces, he does much of this through the use of imagination. He made a comment, It was something like he was comparing himself to others as a child and discovered that others don't have all this inspiration and ideas going through their minds like he does constantly. So we can allow more of that in our lives. We have the switch. We could turn it up and turn it down. And what happens is we go through life and we get really distracted about our current situations, our current happenings, the dry cleaner losing the shirt, my water delivery not coming. How stupid. I mean, I'm like, my response to that was unnecessary. Yes, an immediate response. Yeah, we all do that. It doesn't create the damage. It's what you do after that immediate response. I did not handle that well. All right. I'm going to close out a few things here just to make some room on my desktop. Oh, I don't know how to move this. Hang on. Okay. All right. Let's see. Wanda has written into Zoom. So, and please do this. I love your questions. It really helps me create the next talking points, so, or to carry them on. I am forming a dream, and I believe it will be so much freer for me. So it is fear that keeps me from releasing the place I'm living currently. So are you talking about letting go of a physical home? I'm interpreting it that way. Yes. Okay. So it's fear that keeps me from releasing the place I'm living currently. It just scrolled. My personality, I feel like I would like to know my next living quarters before selling here. With the current situation I find, I wonder, am I jumping from skillet into the fire? Now, only you will be able to really answer this, and I just want to add some of my experience to that. When we are in the process, when we've chosen a dream that is big, it's unknown. The path to get there is unknown. And when you let go of the shore, when you let go of possibly the home, there is a period of time when you feel completely lost, like, where am I going next? Nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong with choosing the next destination. You know, maybe a step to that would be imagining how you would love to feel when you are in your next home, and let that guide you. Another way of thinking is letting go of the shore, letting go of the home, and not knowing may lead to some truly remarkable outcomes. I don't want to diminish the first idea. Whatever is most comfortable for you, whatever choice is the most comfortable for you, do that. Because in 2 weeks after that, you may have another choice you're going to be making. Sometimes we let go of the shore in increments, and sometimes we say adios. In 2016, when I left this well-paying job and had no other idea about where I would replace the income, and had plenty of debt, big mortgage, payments that, I needed to keep up, I let go and did not know what my next step would be. But I knew I needed to be free. I knew that. So perhaps there's something in there that will give you just a little bit of support. I just want you to know there's no wrong step. Sometimes when we think we've made a mistake, we simply go through a little course correction. And sometimes it's not really a course correction. We just needed this little bit of experience over here to get us to where we want to be.